It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, sponsored by Scooters Coffee and Rescue Towing. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, everybody. It is Monday, May 6th, and we are waking up with a bit of patchy fog around the Ozarks this morning. Thick fog, visibility less than a half mile at times. So if you haven't left yet, maybe plan a few extra minutes for that morning drive. Slow it down. Remember, the low beams work best in these foggy conditions. Temperatures are pretty comfortable. We're sitting right at about 60 degrees as of 5 a.m. here in Springfield, but I have numbers that will get into the low 80s today. It will end up being a pretty nice day, even though it looks kind of dreary out to start the day. We have things that will change pretty quickly in the forecast today. We are starting out with the low ground fog. That's thanks to some of the rainfall that came through yesterday. We've got a lot of moisture around on the ground, and it's leading to some foggy conditions early this morning, but the sunshine should take over. That happens by about mid-morning. We've got a dry day ahead, but a busy week ahead weather-wise. Very active weather in the Ozarks. We are mainly dry today with some residual flooding that's left around from the weekend. Additional chances at showers and thunderstorms, though, mean more flooding potential in the forecast this week. In fact, today through Wednesday, we're talking an additional 1 to 3 inches of rain that are going to be possible in the Ozarks. So a lot to get to this morning. I will dive right in. There is a stationary boundary draped across the center of the country. And tonight, I'm talking late tonight after dark, all eyes are going to be on the Midwest because we have an additional chance for severe storms in the forecast. I really think that some heavy rain is going to accompany this from the Kansas City area back up through portions of western Iowa. Then severe weather possible from portions of central Oklahoma through Kansas, through portions of Nebraska, and into the Ozarks. Now, this is all going to develop well out to our west, and we'll be tracking a line of strong to severe storms coming into the Ozarks very late tonight, well after dark, and the timeline here looks very, very late. High winds are going to be the biggest threat. So west of Highway 65 tonight, that's where I think we could see some crazy wind gusts, 60 to 80 miles an hour, which can be very damaging. And then that line of storms, it's actually going to be moving through the Highway 65 corridor by between midnight and 4 a.m. We are maybe still holding on to some of the severe storms as we wake up on Tuesday morning. So an active night ahead. It's so important to make sure that before you go to bed tonight, you have a way to receive weather warnings. So whether that means, making sure your weather radio is set, making sure the volume on your phone is set, you're going to get those emergency alerts because this does look to be an overnight event for many in the Ozarks, and I have some severe weather risks that could go along with this. As I said, damaging wind gusts are my biggest concern. Winds could do a whole lot of damage and often do. Large hail up to the size of quarters, though, is also possible. And there's even a low-end threat for a few short-lived tornadoes. So have multiple ways to receive warnings and remain weather aware overnight tonight. This is not the only chance for strong to severe storms. In fact, I think another chance is possible tomorrow night into early Wednesday. These 2 rounds of rain and storms could mean another 1 to 3 inches of rainfall for the Ozarks, and that could mean more flooding this week. Flash flooding is going to be possible along low-lying areas, places that are prone to flooding. If you've already had a problem with this over the last week with all the rain in the Ozarks, well, just count on it. More rain means additional problems with flooding. Those areas could fill back up. We could also see some rapid rises possible along area waterways, so it is top of mind. Always remember the rule, turn around, don't drown, especially some of these storms that are arriving overnight. It may be early in the morning that you see water over the roadway, and you're just going to have to find another way around by tomorrow morning. There's also severe weather potential here. We're talking for tomorrow night into early Wednesday. Once again, it looks like the atmosphere will be conducive for thunderstorms and potential severe weather. This is late Tuesday night into early Wednesday. So we're just going to have to track these couple rounds of strong to severe storms again, marching through the center part of the country. It's very active to start the month of May, and this week is no exception. Excessive rain is possible with these. I already mentioned the threat for flooding, and I'm expecting that we see additional chances for some of the strong to heavy thunderstorms moving through the eastern portion of the country later this week as well, while we in the Ozarks calm down a little bit. Around the country, other things making headlines are heavy snow that's possible for the southern Cascades and the northern Rockies. So while we're dealing with the heavy thunderstorms that cause severe weather, we're still dealing with winter weather back up to the north and west. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question that I have for you. This is what I left you with on Friday. And of course, yesterday it was Cinco de Mayo. So I hope you had a good celebration. But what does Cinco de Mayo actually celebrate? Do you know? And the options were A, Mexican Independence Day, B, the Battle of Puebla Victory, C, Mexican Constitution Day, or D, Benito Juarez's birth. And the answer is B, the Battle of Puebla Victory. A lot of folks think Cinco de Mayo is Mexican Independence Day. It is not. It is a non-federal holiday that celebrates the date of the Mexican Army's victory over France at the Battle of Puebla during the Franco-Mexican War. That happened May 5th, 1862, and we've been celebrating ever since. Speaking of celebrations, if you had some Mexican food or a margarita yesterday, this question is for you. What does margarita mean in Spanish? Do you think it means A, magnolia, B, daisy, C, lemonade, or D, martini? You could win $20 to Scooter's Coffee for a correct guess. All you have to do is head on over to the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Click on contest. You'll find the Brain Twister trivia question there. It is free to enter, and every single day we give away a $20 gift card to Scooter's Coffee. So thank you so much to Scooters, our sponsor of Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather. Also, thank you to Rescue Towing, our other sponsor. You can also find up-to-the-minute weather information all day long. That's also at the website, aroundtheozarks.com. And we are still running this fun giveaway for Mother's Day. So make sure you enter that contest while you're at the website entering the Brain Twister trivia question. You could win Mom a $150 gift card for a flower arrangement provided by the flower merchant and $50 gift card to Civil Kitchen. What a way to celebrate Mom. So if you are a mom, you can enter yourself, or if you're looking for a gift, head on over to the website and you can find the details there. Thank you so much for listening. Once the fog lifts, it'll end up being a pretty nice afternoon. Then we're tracking severe storms overnight tonight, additional chances for storms Tuesday night into Wednesday, and high temperatures both days near 80 degrees with partly sunny skies.